PSP Network. It's game day.
When property owners in Bismarck and Minot seek transformation, ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.
There's a look inside a very dark Starion Sports Complex, the home of the Mandan Braves, WDA boys hockey. Good to have you tuning in tonight to the PSP Network. Should be a good one. Big 3 points up for grabs as you get to the dog days of the WDA regular season. Minot in town. They're 11-6 on the season, and they'll square off against the Mandan Braves on their home ice. The Braves 6-8. Hi again, hockey fans. Alongside the former Bemidji State Beaver, the former Bismarck Demon, the current Bismarck Bobcat head coach, Lane Sedevy. I'm Todd Domries. Welcome you to our PSP Network broadcast booth. And I mean, you don't know all about the dog days, right? I mean, it's kind of tough. The season, you start in the preseason, you get all that stuff, you get that early season excitement, and then all of a sudden it starts to wear on you, right? And then this turns into that bit of a grind before you start amping it up for tournament time.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's, I think that's what you're trying to probably reiterate to your players. I mean, the first game of the year is 3 points, and 20 games in, it's 3 points. So, any way you slice it, doesn't matter. I think the only thing that changes is the seedings and where when you look at the standings, what your picture is a little more clear this time of the year. But, obviously, I mean, really when you look at it, Minot's in third place, and Mandan, it's a big game for them as well. So, I think that's probably the difference from when they played early in the year is now they, have a pretty good picture of where they're at and what they need to do. But, I mean, these points are as important as, like I said, the first 3 at the beginning of the year.
It's our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Timely services that won't slow you down. 15-minute oil changes at their locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. Lane, you previewed it. Let's just jump right into those WDA hockey standings, and you'll look at Legacy at number 1, Century right up there. Minot, as you said, checked in at number 3. Dickinson, since the last time you and I had a game, has leapfrogged Mandan into that 4 spot. The Braves right there, and there's a pile up in the middle of those standings. And right to your point about, hey, these two teams played back in December, late November, and it was an 8-5 win at the Mesa for the Minot Magicians. And hey, that was worth 3 points. Now the points are a little more magnified at this time of the season.
Yeah, and I think you probably look at that, those standings. I would say, you kind of have. I don't want to discredit anybody, but it feels like you have those 3 teams at the top a little bit. For sure the top 2, and they play next Tuesday, I believe. Yep. Which is going to be a big game between Legacy and Century. But Minot's kind of been there too. I mean, they beat Legacy pretty bad. They've shown they can beat good teams, and then after those 3, it's a hornet's nest. I mean, it's anything can happen, and to me, when you look at those, it's like, who do you want to play, first round of WDA, and that's why these are so meaningful points. I mean, any way you look at it, man, they can go, have about 5-6 games left. I don't know what's left for these teams, but it's not many games, and you got to maximize points here if you're Mandan, that's for sure. And even if you're Minot with Dickinson, kind of not that they're creeping up, but they are a little bit.
Hey, man, Lane, you keep putting these things right on a tee for me, because here's the postseason picture. As you've got the teams, how many games they have remaining, what their current points are, and what their max points are. And so you take a look at it, and you say, yeah, Minot's got 5 games. Dickinson's got 5 games left. Mandan's got 5 games. Legacy's the one that looks odd up there, where they got 2 games remaining, but they do have a 6-pointer left against Hazen Beulah. And so there's still points out there for the Sabres. And in theory, Legacy and Century could end up in a tie at the top, and it could come down to tiebreakers. There's a lot of business to take care of because there's still 7-5-3 games left for some teams. And so, but the interesting dynamic is that hornet's nest that you talked about in the middle there, because that 4, 5, and 6 seeds are very important, because you do not want to be in a play-in game, and you want to have yourself seeded into the tournament right away.
Yeah, I mean, you look at those top 3 points, and you look at max points, and from 4th to about 8th there is about 5 points.
Yep.
And that's 2 games. So that's a lot can change. I really don't like looking at max points, because they don't matter if you don't win them, right?
Yep.
But that kind of puts it on the table for you there, and that's why I think it's not that it's not an important game for Minot, but you have to look at the standings and say, well, they're kind of a little bit in the driver's seat. Not that they don't want to be number 2 or number 1, but I think they got a pretty good stronghold on the 3 seed right now. And this one for Mandan is really it put them back in 4th, or if they drop this one, and who knows what happens the rest of the way. You could drop all the way down to maybe 7th or 8th.
Yeah, exactly. As a lot of things to settle out as you get to the last few weeks here of the regular season in the WDA. A lot of things to settle here on our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. We'll come back and we'll dig into the coach's comments tonight. You'll get a word from head coach or co-coach for the Minot Magicians. That's Jordan Willert. And one of the co-coaches for the Mandan Braves, that's Matt Winkle. You'll hear those comments next here as our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show rolls on. The Magi in town to take on the Mandan Braves. More after this break on the PSP Network.
When it comes to your car, you need someone you can trust. Someone who cares about your safety, your budget, and your peace of mind. At Trusted Tire and Auto, trust is more than just a word. It's at the heart of everything we do. We're a local business, owned and operated by people who live and work in this community. And we believe that by building relationships based on trust and care, we can make our community a better place to live and drive. Trusted Tire and Auto, where trust, care, and community meet on the road.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I pick Carson Wentz. I pick Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from? I was in football, just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Yeah, I think we took, last year we looked back and I don't think we could play with Minot last year. And I think the big draw we took out of the game is, we can put up 5 goals if we can make them. So it was a good confidence boost for a lot of the good players. Not just outside of where last year. So I think we're all ready for that.
And what's important right now? I mean, you look at the WBA goals on that there's a 3-goal per final down there. So every night these 3 points are coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a point's probably at the end of the season going to separate 4 or 5 and 6. If you can get the home advantage in that game and the boys haven't played recent years, you're going to want to do whatever you can to grab a point.
Yeah, I guess on the ice tonight, it's the match downtown. A couple keys for you guys to find with the
Yeah, play sound defensive hockey and really work from our back end forward and take care of the puck. We got to get in on the forecheck and score the good stuff.
Good stuff, Matt. Good luck tonight. All right, that's Matt. We go back and forth.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar, but when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
There you get a look and a walk-in tonight at the Starion Sports Complex. Got a view of the GMC rink And now as we pan a little bit to the east, you get close to the concession stand, and there's the venue tonight. That's just a few minutes ago when the JV game was wrapping up. The Schwann Cadillac rink here at the Starion Sports Complex. The lights are still dimmed, and we're getting set for WDA boys hockey tonight. Minot in town, 11-6 to take on the Mandan Braves, 6-8. Big home points game for the Mandan Braves. Minot looking to extend their good season. Here's a look at the scoring leaders across the state of North Dakota. Drew Beasley and Marcus Butts. They used to be 1-5 or 1-6 in the state. Now they're 1-3. So the Killer Bees are still continuing to do their thing, and there's more of those scoring leaders across the state. And thanks to Bob Gillen and ndhighschoolhockey.com for bringing you those scoring leaders. Look at the starting lineups. First off for the Magi tonight, as they will run out their top line. Easton Panasuk, Tegan Strand, Mac Morelli, Aiden Deal, and Jackson Radke are your defensive pair. And in goal tonight for the Magi is Blaze Ostrom. For the Mandan Braves, Logan Renner, Carson George, Matt Hyder. Defensive pair is Mason Brew and Brady Langang. And in goal, as always, Bennett Langang. So right off the get-go, Lane, there's a lot of points that are being scored out of those top two lines with Panasuk, Strand, Morelli, and Renner, George, and Hyder. That'll be entertaining to see that matchup all night.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's, I don't know, for some reason there keeps that last name in that 21 for Minot. Morelli seems like they're obviously keep producing them, but two good lines, and I would say Minot, at least on paper, they have a little more depth in scoring than the past few games we've done.
I'll get to Honor America tonight. We'll keep it right here at the Starion Sports Complex, and here's your national anthem. The barn is filled in quite nicely. We didn't get a chance to talk about it. You like the venue? You like the Starion Sports Complex over here? You spend any time on the ice over here?
We actually played an exhibition game against the Estevan Bruins. Man, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago over here, and it was sold out. We didn't have ice. I think they were putting the floor in, redid the floor in VF1. That year for our exhibition. So I've taken in a couple U-Mary games and then some high school games. I think last year you and I did Mandan Legacy.
Yep.
But yeah, nice facility. It's both sheets are really nice actually.
Yeah. And it's cold.
It's definitely colder than I don't know. It kind of reminds me when Schaumburg was by itself. I feel like that rink was, for some reason, the coldest one in Bismarck, but now VFW2 is pretty chilly, it feels like.
All right, you ready for hockey tonight, folks? John Haugen, our camera operator, producer tonight's ready, and there's the drop of the puck, and we are underway from the Starion Sports Complex in Mandan. WDA boys hockey. Early on, puck gets chipped into the Mandan bench. Well, the coaching staff for Mandan has got Minot outnumbered tonight. We mentioned coaches Grubb and Bennett not here tonight, so Willert has the sole task this evening. And the two top lines out early. Mandan looks for a breakout, and here comes Carson Jors steaming into the Minot zone. Sends it in deep. Hyder looks to center, right out front, and Renner denied by Blaze Ostrom. An early grade A chance for the Braves. Braves with some zone time. Hyder bumped off the puck by Deal, and now a quick outlet. And here comes Panasuk. Comes over the line into the Braves zone. Flips a backhander, looking for Morelli. Off his stick, Deal holds the line. Off a skate, and now Mandan. Oh, they almost had Hyder on a high school hideout. Still in the Braves zone, sharp angle shot. And Bennett Langang gloves that one up with the catcher's mitt. 15:59 to play. Scoreless opening period on your BNC Bank scoreboard. BNC locations in North Dakota and Arizona. They make managing your money easy with locations in North Dakota and Arizona. As mentioned, you can visit BNC online at bnc.bank. Ostrom out of the net to play it. Almost fed it right to Logan Blair. Minot out to neutral. Drengson with a stick on it. Throws one in right at the eyeballs of Ostrom, and he'll just hang on to that, and there'll be a face-off in the Minot end. What's your thought process on that lane as a goalie when you got it in your catcher's mitt and people are bearing down? What's the logic there?
If you're in doubt, just get a whistle. Ever in doubt, I think the one thing you look at is maybe late in the game you don't want to take a whistle, you don't want to get a defensive zone draw. But if you're questioning it all, you gotta take the whistle.
Coleman looks to dig it out, and here comes Richardson. Stick handling, back to Coleman. Backhands it into the Mandan zone. Drengson back to play it. Minot looks to center, and now a counterattack brewing for Miller and the Mandan Braves. Good to see Trinity Anderson back on the ice for the Braves. It's his first action of the season. Got injured, football campaign, and now he's back for the Braves. Low sidewinding shot there by Abramson. Steered to the corner by Langang. Now back to get it is Brady Langang. Bennett Langang, the goalie. Brady Langang, the D-man. It's a familiar name in the Mandan community, the Langangs, as Kraus will dump it in for the Braves. 3-1 shots early on in favor of Mandan. Cone Schmeichel dumps it into the Minot bench. And early on, you get a look at the 5'8", 140-pound junior Cone Schmeichel for Minot. Where's number 34 out there, Lane? And he's got some flow.
He's definitely got the best hair in the state.
He's got it going on. It looks good, too. Oh, one-timer, and Renner couldn't get any wood on it. Quick seam pass there for the Braves. And I think if you're Mandan, you like what you got going on here early on. Deal once again holds it. Looking for a tip up front was Morelli. Renner couldn't pop it out of the zone. Held in by Morelli. Nice play. Strand back to Morelli. Ooh, he couldn't get a stick. Still has possession on the far wall. Comes to the high slot. Morelli will fire. Hits something in front. They had bodies in front of Langang on that one. Now a turnover. Morelli shoots. Oh, off the pipe. We had some iron drawn. Mandan is dodging bullets as the Magi with some zone time. Morelli drags, throws it off a skate. Now at the corner, Strand lurking around. Panasuk was posted on the doorstep on the far side. Deal holds it in. Now they get it over to Panasuk. Up top, Radke, and Mandan finally gets it out of the zone. That's probably a much-needed change early for the Braves.
Yeah, some good pressure there from the top line of Minot.
High puck at center. And grabbing onto it is the captain for the Braves, Tate Olson. Sent right back in by the Magi. Coleman on the chase. And now it's sent all the way down. We're going to get an early icing. Nope, we waved it off. Matson off the boards. And here comes Coleman. And a low wrister from outside the dot. Handled nicely by Langing. That's the ones you like, right? The ones you got a lot of time and space to see.
Yeah, I get a feel for the puck, especially early in the game. Anything from the outside. Both of them have had grade A chances, though, in tight. One crossbar, and Blaze made a good save on the other end for Minot.
Abrahamson fired one off the waffle board. Chance Bryson will wheel in for Mandan. Richardson back to play it for the Magi. Richardson plays it out to Finley Bentz. Held in by Bryson. Looks to center. Now he looks to wrap around. Out front, Blair. Went right past his stick and his skates. Now wheeling into the zone. Here comes Bentz. Backhander is going to be covered up by Bennett Langgang. Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you in part by Minot State. Be seen, be heard, be you at Minot State University. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Proudly helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942. Find them online at RogerWardMovingandStorage.com. Panasuk looks to control. Out to the line. Radke holds it to Drenkson, who just ushers it out to center. Turned back around by Radke. Strand will play it right in front of the Magi bench. Pass tipped. And Morelli couldn't control it either. Kind of a stalemate right now, and Mandan now gets it to Jors, their leading point man. Back is Panasuk, gets it to Morelli. Morelli drops for Panasuk, leaves it for Strand. Oh, a shot just wide. I couldn't tell if Langan got a piece of that or not with the pad save and the pillow. Hyder looking for a breakout for the Braves. Morelli and Brew get tangled up. And the Magi send a fresh five out there. Well, looking to escape is Brady Langgang, and he got banged off the boards. The Magi have had the bigger of the hits thus far, with 10:55 and counting to play here in a scoreless first period from the Starry Sports Complex, the home ice of the Mandan Braves. Rutlick dumps it into the Mandan end. Played there by Mason Brew. Loose on the right dot. Hudson Cope couldn't get any leather or wood on that one, and now Mandan gets it out, and here comes Kraus. Kraus will send it in. He's got Tucker Horner and Owen Brinks with him. Minot pops it out of the zone. Oh, now almost a turnover. And walking in now is Rudlick, and his shot got directed in front. Back out to the line. Lemon, low wrist shot, looking for a redirect out front. Mandan just steers that to the corner. Held in by Lemon. Minot trying to establish some zone time now with Schmeichel. Operating in Gretzky's office, now he comes out to the goal line on the far wall. Schmeichel back to the line. Low shots, nobody in front for that shot from the line by Oliver Thompson. And now Hudson Cope looking for a centering pass, and that's almost intercepted there by Bennett Langgang. Fans Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. No pizza like it. Call them now at 852-1700. Planet Pizza, serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Face off to the blocker side of Langgang. Loose right out front. The D for the Braves clear it out of there. Held in by the Magi. Abrahamson working behind the net. And Tate Olson wheels out for the Mandan Braves. They look for an escape to Logan Blair. Minot turns that right back around, looking for Coleman. He's got it on his stick. Into the zone, stick handling. Pushed aside by the Mandan defense. Yeah, neat little tip away there by Tate Olson. Gets ahead to Bryson. Bryson Looking for an outlet there to Logan Blair. Played now by Coleman. Gets it off to Bentz. Finley knocked off the puck. Top line for Mandan out there. Hyder and Renner for a little action. Sent out front. Nobody home for Mandan. And Jors sent it back in. Mandan had to tag up. Back out to center. Mac Morelli comes flying in for the Magi. Tried to center it to, oh, now a loose puck, and a shot by Panasuk is denied by Langang again. As you said, Lane, both teams have had grade A chances here.
Yeah, I mean, I think both teams need to protect the house a little bit. Seems a little loose defensively both ways. I think there's been some really good chances both ways. I think Mandan had a couple early on, and Minot's had I would say, the better chances here as of late.
Face off to the glove side of Blaze Ostrom. Won by the Magi. Look for a quick outlet. Tegan Strand barreling in. Pushed aside by Brew. Centering pass. Panasuk. That shot blocked. Deal will pinch in. Mandan digs it out to Carson Jors. Sets up shot behind his net. Comes over to Brew. Back to Jors. Out to Hyder. Hyder wheeling at center. Matt Hyder, the leading goal scorer for Mandan on the season with 12 goals. Centers it. Nobody there for Mandan. Pinching in his Langang. Into the corner it goes. Played by Radke. Over to Deal. Now back to Radke with 7.5 to play in a scoreless first period on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Panasuk couldn't get a stick on it, and that's going to be icing tonight. Brought to you by the UPS store. They're located on South Broadway in Minot. Open Monday through Friday and Saturday. The UPS store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza. They're there for all your packing and shipping needs. Shields of Minot and Bismarck also brings you tonight's game. They also bring you the Player of the Week. Head to PSP's social media platforms of Facebook and Twitter and vote for the Player of the Week. Shields of Minot and Bismarck, proud to support local athletes. Held in by Mandan. Tucker Horner wheels it wide. Schmeichel, cross ice. Cope. He's got Rutlick with them. Rutlick now behind the net. Job of convergence there by the Mandan D. That's one thing about Mandan. They like to keep everything to the exterior. Most times they're pretty good protecting the house. Maybe not so much the first 11 minutes of this contest, but that's usually a forte of the Braves. Now you get a near side scrum. They're jockeying for the puck. And it comes out with Chance Bryson. Oh, and he is laid into there by Cole Richardson. Horner in deep for Mandan. Looking to center it out to Brinks. Now Brinks collects the puck. He's bodied up. Matson plays it for the Magi. Richardson sent into the zone. Oh, now Mandan almost had Chance Bryson. Instead, it turns into icing the night, brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. 25 years experience as your heating and air experts. Factory authorized dealers for AeroSeal. Find them online at northern-plains.com. How do you like the pace, Coach Sedevy?
Yeah, I mean, I think the pace has been pretty good. I would say it's been back and forth more than Mandan Legacy on, Saturday when we called it.
Yep. Draw one by the Mandan Braves. They look to escape their zone. Now they do. Olsen out there with Trinity Anderson. Brew back to play it. Over to Trinity Anderson. Anderson's pass almost intercepted. Bentz plays it back in deep for the Magi. Abrahamson. High winding shot over top of the net and over top of Langang. Held in by Jace Lemon. Minot's had more zone time, but hasn't resulted in any more shots as it's 5-3 in favor of Minot High right now in the shots. Outlet comes to Trinity Anderson, and Mandan looks like they're going to go for a change. Tate Olson didn't get the memo as he's on the forecheck. Minot High looks for a quick outlet, and now they get it on the stick of Finley Bentz. Drops it for Strand. Strand wheels. His pass tipped to the far corner. Played there by Hulberg. Parker Drinkson out to center. Pass by Strand, picked off there by Jors. Jors driving to the net, sharp angle shot. Ooh, right into the blocker, and then Ostrom got the glove up there to secure that. That was almost what we were talking about the other day, the old goal robber, short side up top.
Yep, it's, I don't know, it feels like you're almost kind of defenseless in that position.
Yeah, in case you missed it, we were talking about the plethora of goals we've seen from below the dot and between the goal line, sharp angle from the wall, beating goalies to the short side and high. They get down and protect that post with the pillow, and they're giving up things on the top side. Centering pass there by Morelli, nobody home. Now a one-timer goes wide for Strand. Check that, that was Panasuk, I beg your pardon. Morelli bodied up, tripped up, no arm in the air, redirect out front as Morelli is looking for the deflection home. Deal holds it in. Panasuk plays it to Morelli. Morelli down deep to Strand. Hulberg gets in the action. Strand out to the line. Radke's going to step in. His shot tipped in front. Rebound. Panasuk whacking at it. Deal over to Radke. Radke fires another one. This one Langang saw and grabs with the mitt. Well, I think Minot's got the memo. If you're going to beat Bennett Langang, you got to get some people in front of them.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Minot's had, like you touched on a little bit earlier, they've had the zone time. I feel like they've generated their chances off of, good forechecks and getting pucks deep. And Mandan's been more of off the rush a little bit, per se, early on here.
Parker Bachmeyer plays it out to center. Here comes Kraus. Push to the wall by Richardson. Digging deep. Now a centering pass out front. Brinks fires. Pillow save for Ostrom. Yeah, just when we say that, Mandan gets one right in the slot. No score on your BNC Bank scoreboard. 3:30 and counting to play, first period. Out to center it comes. Matson carries in. Matson bumped off the puck. Played by Coleman. Looking in front for Schmeichel. Kraus will play it back for Mandan. Brew and Schmeichel tangle up. Now you get a 2v2. Still loose, now onto the stick of Tucker Horner. Bangs it off the wall. Is it going to get down for icing? Yes. Brought to you tonight by Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. They offer 0% financing, free consultations, virtual in-office, enjoy professional treatment in a fun, relaxed atmosphere. Check them out at minotbraces.com. From the right dot to the glove side of Bennett Langang. Mandan has a stick on the draw. Now behind the net, Abrahamson tried to center it, stuck out front. And Mandan, Chance Bryson overskates it, but Tate Olson will send it in. Minot plays it up to the wall to Finley Bentz. Tried to get it to Coleman. Now onto the stick of Parker Drinkson. Bryson knocked to the corner by Abrahamson. Tried to center it to Olson. Taken away by Lemon. Sent to the corner by the Magi. Bryson's going to win this puck battle. Looks out front for Anderson. Couldn't get it to him. Now back out to the line. Drinkson, shot, tipped. Blaze Ostrom with a nice save there. Those are the ones that scare you the most, right?
Yeah, I think it's the hardest save in the game.
Yep.
When it gets deflected like that, you have no reaction time. I think it's harder save than a one-timer.
Mac Morelli puts one on net there. Held on to again by Bennett Langang. Binder, our Magic Towing intermission report comes up in 1 minute, 41 seconds. Magic Towing. Call them at 701-509-4011. Magic Towing serving Western North Dakota. I'm going to get a do-over tonight. On the draw. Been a fast-moving first period. Shots 6-4 in favor of the Magi. Draw one by Morelli. Deal. That one went wide. Oh, nice little play there by Panasuk. Keep it alive. Now he's sandwiched by a couple 2-3 Mandan defenders. Renner off the wall. Held in by Radke momentarily. Mandan will come out with Renner. Tried to tip it ahead to Hyder. Now back in comes Minot. Firing it wide was Strand. Stuck in some skates. Now Mandan will just relieve some pressure. Well, this Strand, Panasuk, Morelli line has been good here in the first period for the Magi. They're out there again. Panasuk will dig it out. Looking for Strand in the slot. He's got on his stick. He shoots high. Whistles it over the net. 45 seconds to play. Here comes Mandan. Carson Jors tries to flip it in for Renner. Mandan's going to send a couple new bodies out there as Radke will chase it down. Looks to center. Panasuk, and knocked off the puck with Strand. Drenkson with 20 seconds. Trying to get a post up on the blue line. Couldn't do it. Right back to Drenkson, whose pass is intercepted by Panasuk. Drenkson gets it back. Tries to twist it ahead to Hyder. Taken away there by Coleman. Minot plays it to Radke. And the first period just about in the books, and now it is in the books. A stalemate. 17 minutes in the books. Sans a goal, and our Magic Towing intermission report comes up next. BNC Bank scoreboard, end of one from the Starion Sports Complex. WDA Boys Hockey on your BNC Bank scoreboard. It's Mandan 0, Minot 0. Intermission report comes up after this timeout on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Now the lights are dimmed down here at the Star Sports Complex. Hey, the scoring was dimmed down too. Minot has the shot advantage 10-5, but no goals on the board here in this WDA hockey matchup. Todd Darmy's Lane Sedovey back at the Star Sports Complex. John Haugen producing and run the cameras for us this evening. Quick look at our upcoming PSP network schedule. Of course, you got hockey tonight. Minot in town to take on the Braves. Got Class B boys basketball on in the Magic City tonight. Surrey taking on our Redeemers. And a big one tomorrow night in boys and girls basketball from Carlgard Gymnasium. The Magi and the Majets in town to take on the homestanding Bismarck Demons. Catch all that action live on the PSP network. And of course, we can't get through an intermission without talking about the upcoming WDA hockey tournament. It's only a few weeks away, folks, and you're going to catch every game live and direct on the PSP network. February 15th, 16th, and 17th. 11 games from the VFW Sports Center in Bismarck. Have to mention, if you're interested in sponsoring this, be sure to check us out and contact us on psp.network and let us know if you have a company or someone who's interested in being a sponsor and joining with us to promote local athletes here on the PSP network. All right, Lane, hey, some thoughts from the first period there. We grade A chances for both teams. Good goaltending by both teams, and a physical brand of hockey there in the first 17 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I think both teams had chances. I mean, I think Minot probably had a couple more grade A chances, but Mandan definitely had, a couple chances right in the slot too. So, but I think you, I think you touched on it at the end of the first. Sometimes you watch a game and you look up at the scoreboard and the clock feels like it never moves. And that period seemed like it. I don't know where it went. Maybe no penalties. There was some whistles, but pretty clean, really. It seemed like it didn't take very long to get through 17 minutes. That's for sure.
Yeah, a lot of. If you're thinking NASCAR, there's a lot of green flag runs there. Yeah. There wasn't too many caution flags as our Magic Towing halftime. That was a couple nights ago. I was doing basketball. Magic Towing intermission report. Yeah, get one a night at least, Lane. Magic Towing brings you the intermission report. Remember the number and call Magic Towing when you need a tow. No job too big or too small. It's Magic Towing. Put this number in your phone right now, 701-509-4011. 701-509-4011. It's Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. All right, let's look at the numbers. Brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships. 50 years, Ryan's been a trusted name for car buyers in Western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com or visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. Zip, no goals in that first period. 10-5, the shot advantage for the Magi. Bennett Langgang stopped all 10 of the shots he saw. Blaze Ostrom sees all and stops all 5 of the shots he sees, and no power plays in that fast-moving first period. And that was one of the things that you and I talked about off air. We didn't get to it in our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, but Minot is by far and away the team in the WDA that has the most penalties called on them. And so this is a step in the right direction for the Magi when they're able to play 5-on-5 and maybe even get a power play advantage of their own, because they've been shorthanded more than anybody in the WDA.
Yeah, I mean, and I think you look at, when you look at the pregame notes too, I mean, I look up and down their roster and to me on paper, they have the most depth in scoring really that I've seen, more so than obviously Legacy or Century or Mandan. So if that's what's kind of been ailing them, I mean, discipline's going to be a huge key for them down the stretch here.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Minot's they're last in the WDA right now, taking on average 4. Let's see if I can read my writing here when it's dark like this. Over 4 penalties a night, and nobody else is in the 4s. Everybody else is at least 3 or sometimes in the 2s, with Jamestown leading that. But Minot dead last in penalties taken. So, step in the right direction for the Magi tonight. Fans, this is the 67th all-time meeting between the Braves and the Magi. Minot leads the all-time series 55-9, with 2 games being ties. And so Minot won both games last year, and Minot's won against Mandan earlier this season on November 28th at the Mesa Arena, 8-5. And, it was kind of had a feeling, the way these two teams have been trajecting lately, that this one was going to be close and hard fought, and it's exactly what we saw here in the first period.
Yeah, I mean, I think you look at the standings, and that's – I think something that's definitely got to be brought up for Mandan pregame. I would say from their coaches is how important these 3 points are, and I think you could say the same thing with Minot and their games remaining as well. So I don't know. I don't see 13 goals in this contest tonight. There was 13 in the last one, but I don't see. There was some wide open looks and chances, but I don't see. We're going to have to get things really rolling if we're going to hit 13 tonight.
Well, and Coach Willard heard it. We apologize, had some audio difficulties in those coaches' interviews in our pregame show, but Coach Willard talked about it. His defense wasn't very good in those first couple games of the season, and they've tightened up those screws a lot on that blue line, and they've been playing real well on the defensive side, as has the Mandan Braves the entire season. They're 3rd in the league in goals allowed on a nightly basis. So, all right, Lane, while we have a second, I'm going to take you back to your termite days, as this was some video from a little over a month ago, early morning practice for some termites at the VFW in Bismarck. And what's classic about this is you got a kid over here, he lost his stick. You got these other guys stick handling. You got the coach out there in the green shirt. And now as we come back around, the young fellow that lost his stick, now he's got a cone, and he says, hey, mister, I have to go to the bathroom.
It's classic. I mean, that's, I don't know, it's... Man, how time flies. It's. I think that's where you really learn to love the game of hockey. It's. I just think it's such a. Maybe I'm biased, but I think it's the greatest sport there is. But it's such a unique sport. You look at these little guys and they're learning how to skate, and I think this is where they, they learn mechanics. They learn how to. And the game has changed so much. You have to be able to skate to be successful at the game now, and I think it's always funny. I get adults and parents say, "Can you teach me how to skate?" And I'm like, "No, I don't want to take you to the hospital." It's you obviously call a lot of basketball, and it's a lot like snowboarding. I mean, you can't stop. First time I ever got on a snowboard, I felt like I was going to be in a body bag when I caught my edge on that board, and I think that's a lot of people. They really struggle on skates, but I think that's you watch that video, and to me, that's those are the glory days of learning how to play the game. But yeah, a lot of fun. I mean, that's where you want the kids to really enjoy the game, and really fall in love with it.
That's our first intermission.
And just so you know, it's okay to go to the bathroom if you ask Coach.
Yeah. And then the coach was like, it had nothing to do with it. I don't know if you saw it. As after the coach said, no, we ain't going right now, the kid took the cone and threw it right down on the ice. Coach not listening to me again. All right, fans, that's our intermission report. Again, brought to you by Magic Towing. Call them at 701-509-4011. Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. Second period comes up next after this timeout on the PSP network, as we're scoreless here in the first intermission.
This presentation on the PSP network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food reward program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.
We've changed our name, but we haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that
My apologies to folks at Trusted Tire as they took time off the clock. Had to bump out of that ad as we're back in action. Second period underway. We've flipped ends. And you get a smothered up puck for Bennett Langang. As we're underway here in period number 2. BNC Bank scoreboard, we're scoreless. And a draw to the stick side of Bennett Langang. Won by the Braves, held in by the Magi. Well, Mandan wheels out, and here comes Matt Heider. Heider will spin, leave it for Renner. Renner dumps it in deep to Jors. Trying to cycle it where the Braves, Minot had nothing of it. Sent cross ice by the Braves. Morelli played it for a moment. Now it's sent in by Drinkson. Settled down by Ostrom. Back behind the cage, the Magi come out with Deal. Bryson wraps it right back in for the Braves. Hulberg has a stick on it for Mandan. Chance Bryson sends it ahead to a streaking Trinity Anderson. He's got some speed, goes to the wraparound right through the blue paint for Trinity Anderson. I know that's a guy that Mandan is glad to have back in the lineup. I don't know how many minutes he's going to get tonight because I don't know how much he's been practicing. This is his first time on the ice. Going to take him a while to get the feel. There's a sharp shot by Strand, loose out in front. Mandan escapes. Anderson bodied up with Matson. Langang. Now Drinkson. Matson's shot blocked out front, and it comes out to center ice. Richardson dumps it right back in for the Magi. Couple minutes into period number 2, scoreless on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Hulberg looks ahead, but now he loses it. And the pass. Hey, where'd that puck end up? Way up top. It's above the mezzanine. Looks like there's about.
Yeah, there's some up there.
There's about 7, 8,
there's some up there.
9 pucks up there, yeah.
I feel like you got some inside info on Trinity Anderson. What, football injury?
Football injury, yep. Yeah, and I was looking for him because he's a guy I remember from last year for the Mandan Braves, and he had not suited up. He's on the 4th line tonight for coaches Winkle and Cheetah. Brady Langang plays it over his D-man pair. Mason Brew, a little too far for Brinks. Turned and sent right back in by Cope. Minot on the chase with Schmeichel. And he gets skating fast, and that flow just hangs out behind that helmet. And now Minot puts an arm in the air, and that's an icing. Tonight brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. No other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Night's icing, and game also brought to you by Serve Pro. 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. Oh, Mandan was going to go for the extra attacker, but you can only play 5-on-5. Unless you're going to pull the goalie, I guess, in the second period. Held in by Deal. Tried to get it to Panasuk. Couldn't get it on his tape. Outlet pass for the Braves, too far. Hulberg back. Caroms it over to Hyder. Hyder has to retreat. Morelli lurking on the forecheck. Mandan having a hard time escaping. Now they better be careful. Strand takes it away. Mandan just kind of goes into retreat mode as Hyder plays it back over to Hulberg. Wonder if that ice is completely settled here, because it looks like there's some guys losing an edge here. Well, here comes the developing 3-on-2 for the Mandan Braves. Hyder gets it over to Jors. Oh, and Renner was on the doorstep looking for the rebound putback. Pillow save by Ostrom, and that 3-on-2 just about put one on the board for the Mandan Braves. Braves look to come out. Hyder tries to drag it, taken away by Finley Benson, his high riser. Rebound off the side of the cage. As Coleman had a whack at it from a tough angle, and he hit the side of the net. Good action. As Matson gets it up ahead to Bentz. He's got some speed flying in, and it's going to be offside. Well, I've been trying to stand up all night, but I'm going to sit down for a while. So there's a lot of buttons we have to push, Lane.
Any replays yet?
Well, that's the problem. I'm a little too far away from it to remember to do that, so we'll get that squared away as Mandan's Bachmeyer gets it over to Bryson. Oh, now Manjai falls down. Here comes Tate Olson. Wheeling in, goes to the backhand, shoot, save, Ostrom. Mandan still lurking. Tate Olson sends it back in deep. Trinity Anderson over to Bryson. Back to Anderson. And now Abrahamson. Check that, Coleman will play it for the Magi. Knocked down by Abrahamson, and he comes steaming in with Bentz. And Abrahamson knocked off the puck. Mandan gets it up to head Tate Olson. Olson, as Lemon falls down. Olson couldn't control it. Bentz back for the Magi. Finley Bentz couldn't get a stick on it. And now back deep. Bachmeyer tried to get it to Drenkson. Comes out to the near wall to Logan Renner. Renner spin a pass up ahead to Jors. And he dumps it in, goes for the chase, but Richardson gets there first for Minot High School. Jors will whack it up over the Mandan bench. There's a Ryan Family Dealership replay. Let's see if we can get a look at that. Oh, not that one. We'll get there. Operator error. It's all right. Draw one by the Braves. Kept in by Hyder. Jors and Renner look to attack. Instead, it comes out to Panasuk. Turned back around by Hyder. Hyder gets it to Renner. Now a shot, flipping it. Oh, just wide for Jors. Back in Gretzky's office, Mandan couldn't get a shot in the slot. Now everybody's looking for a hand in the air. Here comes Panasuk. Leaves it for Morelli. Morelli turns, shoots. And that's, where did it end up? In the net, all right. Fresh bodies out there for the maroon and gold of the Magi and the black and white for the Mandan Braves. With 10:41 to play in period number 2, we're still scoreless on that BNC Bank scoreboard. Trinity Anderson, little pass over to Tate Olson. Olson looks to center, Trinity Anderson, a backhander, is smothered up there by Blaze Ostrom. All right, I'm going to the well one more time.
There, we got it.
There we go. There's the play by Tate Olson. And as mentioned, Trinity Anderson couldn't get much on that backhander as it was smothered there by Blaze Ostrom of Minot High. Bachmeyer looks to hold it in. He's smothered up there by Coleman. Oh, there's a train wreck. There's a 4-car derailment. You don't see those out near the blue line very often. And somebody's going off. Looks like Minot's going into the box. You're going to get Mandan on the power play. Rylan Rutluck in for elbowing, 2 minutes. And the Braves on the man advantage, and they win the draw. Drinkson's shot blocked up top. Gets it over to Hulberg. Hulberg to Hyder. Redirected in front. Whacking at it was Bryson. Mandan, a couple good looks here on the man advantage. Bryson back in Gretzky's office. Sends it over to Jors. Jors got tangled up, and Minot's going to escape the zone. Hyder comes cross ice to Drinkson. Back to Hyder. Mandan. Couldn't tell if they were trying to carry it in or dump it in, or I don't know if anybody knew what they were trying to do there to get the power play established here. Jors loses the handle, and Minot flips it out. Abrahamson, the captain, sends it over in front of the Magi bench. Drinkson will retreat with a minute left on the man advantage for the Braves. That was almost a turnover, but somehow Drinkson still has it. He'll carry in. Poke checked off his stick. Drinkson now turns it over. And now you get Morelli almost with a shorty opportunity. Trinity Anderson will turn in for the Braves. Little jockey on the near side wall, and it pops out. And Minot's going to get a couple new fresh bodies out there on the PK. Down to half a minute left on the man advantage. Minot with a couple opportunities given up to Mandan early on in this power play, but pretty good PK for the Magi. Hyder comes in. Anderson can't hold the line, and Morelli just ushers it down the ice. That's just about going to do it for the penalty time. As Tate Olson comes in, even strength. Olson shoots. Ostrom with a save. Rebound. Here's Renner. Tried to get it to Drinkson. Too far for him. As Mandan, just after they got back to full strength, had a good look. Kraus plays it in deep. Deal loses it. Turnover. Pops up behind the net. Deal still on the attack. Chasing it is Olson. Minot comes out to Bentz. Finley drives, shoots, pillow save for Langang. Bentz put that one on net. Shots, well, they haven't put the new shots up here. It's still 10-5 like it was at the end of the first period. How come they put them up in the first period but not the second?
I don't know. Operator error.
Now they're down below the goal line on the Mandan zone. Hops over Radke's stick, and it's going to be icing. Tonight brought to you by Minot State University. Best way to predict your future is to create it. 100 areas of study at Minot State. You'll earn the degree for the career you desire. 96% of Minot State grads employed or continuing their education. MSU grads get jobs, period. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Prestwich Orthodontics. Professional treatment in a fun, relaxed atmosphere. You can check them out at minotbraces.com. Shot by Morelli, low and wide. Deal holds it into Panasuk. Easton bodied off the puck. Jors trying to dig it out. Instead, here comes Morelli. Going for the high short side was Mac Morelli. Langang up to the task, bouncing puck at the line. Flipped out, not far enough ahead to get an advantage for the Braves. Now Minot's got something cooking. Strand, check that was Morelli. Tried to leave it for Panasuk. Now cross ice, Deal. Flips one, bouncing puck, side of the net. They try to center it, jamming at it is Strand, and Bennett Langang holds on. Ryan Family Dealership with that action. What do you like about Bennett Langang so far? I mean, maybe even Blaze Ostrom.
Yeah, I mean, I think both guys have been really solid so far. Haven't, one kind of bad rebound, I would say maybe, or one that wasn't controlled by Blaze off the pad. But otherwise, they've both been really solid.
Out of the Mandan zone, Minot High flips it out to center ice. Tate Olson back in. Dumps it in deep. Olson centers, cross ice. Bryson back to the line. Stepping in is Brew. Now over to Bachmeyer. His shot to the corner is redirected. Olson looks to center it to Anderson. Trinity gets a stick on it. Bachmeyer plays it back in deep. Puck hit the official. He was doing his best to get out of the way.
Yeah.
He was backing up, he was ducking, he was doing everything else. As here comes Cope in for the Magi. And that's steered aside by Bennett Langang from the right dot. Cope shot, turned away. Bouncing puck, and now it's a race between Richardson and Bryson, won by Richardson. Oh, they got a breakaway, but Rutlick had it step off his stick. Back to Richardson. Richardson will shoot, Langang save. And now you get some extracurriculars. That's the Magi and the Braves, folks. Calmer heads prevail. No arms in the air as the Ryan Family Dealership replay. As the foot race here was won by Richardson, and it turns into a pretty good opportunity for Minot High.
Yeah, you thought he was going to be in all alone there, and then he kind of bobbled it, but made a nice little drop pass and still got a grade A scoring chance out of it.
Yeah, Strand got it back to Richardson, and there was Langang covering it up. Now you get coincidentals, roughing penalties. And now they put the shots up. I love it. Magi out shooting Mandan 16-11. They probably got us tuned in the box over there, the PSP network.
Well, your audio wasn't working for the interviews, and we heard about it real fast, so I'm sure somebody let them know.
Draw one by the Magi, but it's cleared out of there by Mandan. Richardson up to center ice. Tipped in by Coleman. He's in with Abrahamson. Coleman digging it out for Minot High. Leaves it back for Abrahamson, but he's tag team and sandwiched by a couple Braves. Well, now you're getting some elbows up. Physical play as Richardson, low riser, knocked down in front. Mandan out to the line, nicely held in by Madsen. His shots, Coleman looked for a tip out front, ends up harmlessly in the corner. 4:25 to play in a scoreless second period. Shot knocked down in front once again. Mandan is just bottling it up in front. And now the Braves will just flip it out to center. Back comes Bentz. Bentz bodied off the puck. Still has it. Dumps it in deep. Langang throwing the body. Bentz has it. Probing. Looks to center it to Strand. Out to the line. Held in. Madsen. Low shot. Pad save and stick to the corner there by Langang. Man, these periods are going fast.
Hasn't been many whistles.
No. High shot directed up top into the netting by Langang as Richardson had a couple good opportunities here for Minot High School. The netminers have been up to the task thus far. And now you look up, though, and Minot's got the shot advantage. That's no surprise. Every Mandan game that I've seen in recent memory, the Braves usually get outshot. Draw one by Minot High School, loose puck out front on a shot from the point. Another one sent right in front for Langang, and this one he pounces on. Well, Bennett Langang, he's a kid he doesn't give up much. 2.81 goals against average, 91% save percentage for the senior Bennett Langang. I think you and I talked about Langang before. He was a goalie in soccer, but last year he started playing defense in soccer. He wasn't a goalie anymore.
Really?
Yeah. Because you said right away, you're like, oh, no, he should not be a goalie in soccer and be a goalie in hockey.
Yeah.
There's a shot by Strand, still loose in front. Deal pinching in, and now here comes Olsen. Tate Olsen wheeling in, 1-1-1. Olsen knocked off the puck. Nice play by the defense there, but Jackson Radke. Mandan's got to tag up, and sending it in was Bachmeyer. Looking for a hideout. Oh, now you're going to get a penalty. Minot had a chance as the coincidentals expire, and now Mandan going right back on the power play. Strand's going to go up. I thought it was a trip, but they actually called it a slash.
I would say it was a trip.
Yeah. Tegan Strand off for 2. And with 2:46 to play in period number 2, Mandan will have their second power play opportunity. Hulberg can't hold it in. And the Braves will get the man advantage organized. Send one up to Jors. Batted off his stick. Hyder has it at neutral ice, and he will come in. Abrahamson bodies him up. Kept in momentarily by the Braves, but then it's sent down by Aiden Deal. Braves misfire, looking for Jors. Lemon will whack one off the glass. Hyder has it, and he'll send it in on net. Pushed aside by Ostrom. And Radke just shoots it right down the ice. How many seconds does it kill every time you send it down? About 15?
I would say anywhere from 15 to 20 seconds.
Yeah. Tucker Horner, I beg your pardon, driving to the net. Right through the blue paint it goes. Harmlessly for the Magi. 55 seconds left on the man advantage. Mandan looking to get established. Horner gets it over near side to Hyder, and his centering pass taken away. Strand tries to saucer one to Mac Morelli, knocked down by the Braves. Sent back up ahead and into the zone, but it was not touched by Tucker Horner, and it'll be icing tonight, brought to you by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. They're there for all your packing and shipping needs. And the Marketplace Food Plaza, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, and Saturday, 8:30 to 3. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. They've been doing it since 1942. Find them online at rogerwardmovingandstorage.com. Oh, there goes those sneaky Braves again, looking to get 6 guys out there. They're going to go for the 6-on-4. Again, without having to pull their goalie. One rush. Enough time remaining for that as Olsen weaves his way through, and his pocket's picked by Schmeichel. Ooh, almost a chance there for Bentz. He would have had to hustle as there was a couple Mandan defenders back. 1 minute in the period, and we are back at even strength. Centered out front, loose, onto the stick of Brew. Schmeichel whacking at it. Kraus, and now Minot comes out. Oh, what a move. But Rutlick, I beg your pardon, batted off his stick. Now Bentz out front, whiffs on a shot. Mandan will send it down on net. I think they were just trying to ice the puck, but lucky they got it on goal.
Yep.
Oh, a takeaway. Centered. Ooh, that was a chance. Mandan gets it right back to Jors. Hyder had it pop off his stick. Otherwise, he would have had a grade A chance. Down to 6. Down to 5. As Abrahamson, sharp angle shot, whistles high and wide. And that's the way period number 2 will go into the books. Well, if you like gritty, grinded out hockey that's low scoring, stay tuned.
She might only take one.
It might only take one tonight, folks. Intermission report brought to you by Magic Towing comes up next. End of 2 from the Star Sports Complex in Mandan on your BNC Bank scoreboard. It's Minot 0, Mandan 0. Intermission report comes up next after this break on the PSP Network.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Clean it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold. Trusted for decades and decades to come.
Wondering whether you need wealth management? Wealth management is a multifaceted offering that should provide opportunities for growth and security. At BNC National Bank, we pride ourselves on putting your priorities first and providing practical, objective financial advice. Our team can help you assess your goals and take stock of your assets to determine whether wealth management is right for you. Speak to a member of our team today to learn more.
When it comes to your car, you need someone you can trust. Someone who cares about your safety, your budget, and your peace of mind. At Trusted Tire and Auto, trust is more than just a word. It's at the heart of everything we do. We're a local business, owned and operated by people who live and work in this community. And we believe that by building relationships based on trust and care, we can make our community a better place to live and drive. Trusted Tire and Auto, where trust, care, and community meet on the road.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I picked Carson Wentz. I picked Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from? I was in football just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team. Like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Now we're back in our second intermission. And it's a stalemate. 0-0 on your BNC Bank scoreboard as both goalies have been up to the task. Minot's had the better advantage on the shots, but there's a lot of things to like. I think if this game probably favors Mandan more, the way it's being played, kind of close to the vest like this. Minot's more of a goal-scoring team, but I think I'm going to take you into the locker room here, Coach Sedevy. If you're the Magi, what are you focusing on right now in that Magi locker room?
Well, I think you probably like your game after. I want to say 40 minutes, but it's not 40 minutes in high school hockey. So
17.
Yeah.
So after 34. Yep.
I think you look at the shots and to me I think your message is keep putting pucks towards the net there like they did. Maybe try and generate some more second and third chances. Kind of felt like they were one and done, but again, I think they kind of, I would say, dictated zone time and puck possession. I think if you're in Mandan's locker room, I don't know. Maybe there's a little more emotion in there. Throw the kitchen sink at them. We got to get some shots. We got to get something going here. And I think it's. I always say it to my guys, but it seems like everything gets magnified as the season goes on and games go on, and it's 0-0, but it's going to be game mistakes, and who's going to make that mistake? And it might only be one, and that's the unfortunate part about it. But I think that's something you're trying to limit. You're trying to put pucks in good areas, manage the blue lines, and take care of that puck. I mean, I think it's crucial, especially in a scoreless game.
Get to the numbers here in just a second. It's your Magic Towing intermission report. Remember the number. Call Magic Towing now when you need a tow. 701-509-4011. No job too big or too small. Magic Towing, serving western North Dakota. Minor, you got the WDA hockey tournament coming up on the PSP Network, February 15th, 16th, 17th. 4 opening round games, semifinals, loser out games on Friday, 2 state qualifying, and the WDA championship from the VFW Sports Center in Bismarck. Find all those games live and direct on YouTube and on the PSP Network. Quick look at our upcoming schedule, as tonight you got boys basketball up in the Magic City. Surrey and our Redeemers happening right now in a Class Division B. That's not called Class anymore. Division B basketball matchup. And then, of course, tomorrow night, got a big one in the capital city at Carlgard Gymnasium. Minot in town to take on the Demons, as you'll have a girls and boys basketball doubleheader tomorrow night on the PSP Network. As advertised, here's the numbers after 2 periods. No score. Minot enjoys a 24-13 shot advantage after 2 periods. Bennett Langang has stopped all 24 shots he's seen. Blaze Ostrom has stopped all 13 shots he's seen. And Mandan's had 2 power play opportunities, has not been able to cash anything in on those. There's your numbers, brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. Ryan Family Dealership, specialized training and technology. Nobody knows your vehicle better than the certified techs at Ryan Family Dealership. No matter what kind of vehicle you own, you can trust your repairs to Ryan Family Dealership. All right, Lane, couple highlights here after the second period, as we're going to focus a little bit on some goalie action here, as both goalies up to the task. Here you see a rush by Finley Bentz. He fires one, and a pillow save there by Bennett Langang. And then this is a good rush here by Tate Olson of the Mandan Braves. Mandan defender, or Minot defender, falls down. Olson drives in, comes to the forehand, and right there to close the door was Blaze Ostrom. I always ask you, what you like about those goalie plays right there, but both these guys are squaring it up pretty good tonight in the net. Yeah, they're not.
I think the big thing I always look for is not beating yourself, not taking yourself out of the play, and I think both guys have done a good job to give themselves chances at a second and third scoring chance. But I think that's the one thing really. I don't know if it's going to be a rebound or not. Maybe it's going to be, a goaltender's going to get beat clean. But I feel like that's the one thing this game's missing a little bit, is the second and third chances from both teams. you know, when you go against good goaltenders, whether it's traffic or taking away their eyes or whatever it is, you know, a lot of times it's one of those scenarios or rebounds. You know, we almost saw it down here, you know, off a Blaze pad, kind of a harmless shot, and almost ends up in the back of the net. So I think that's something that we'll see if it happens here in the third period. If it's you know, something clean that goes in. You know, or it's traffic and bodies in front of the net and rebounds.
Yeah, somebody's looking for a greasy one right now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It doesn't have to be pretty. It just gotta cross that goal line.
Yeah.
They don't ask how.
That's exactly right. We mentioned the WDA hockey standings. This is important because obviously Minot at number 3. They've got a couple 6-point games left. So Minot with that odds on for that 3 seed, they could climb even higher than that if Legacy or Century stumbles right now. This is a big game for Mandan as Dickinson has leapfrogged him, and we didn't mention the other game happening tonight, but Hazen Beulah is at Dickinson right now, and a BNC scoreboard update has the Midgets leading that one 5-0 after 2 periods. So it looks like the Midgets are going to pick up an important 3 points in that one to solidify and move farther into that number 4 spot. Depending on the outcome of this one, they could jump all the way up to the 3 spot if Mandan would somehow knock out the Minot Magicians tonight. There's your BNC scoreboard update. All right, second period intermission brought to you by Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. Put this number in your phone right now, 701-509-4011. No job too big or too small. Call Magic Towing when you need a tow. Third period comes up next. BNC Bank scoreboard at the end of 2, second intermission. It's Minot 0, Mandan 0. Third period comes up next here on the PSP Network.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
We've changed our name, but we haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our
I'm going to have a talk with those guys over in the box, taking time off the clock all the time.
It's your biggest pet peeve, isn't it?
It is one of my broadcasting pet peeves. Yes, it is, as we are back in action. Third period underway from the Starion Sports Complex tonight. Panasuk with a quick outlet into the Mandan zone. Looks to center it to Strand. Morelli has a stick on it. Deal's shot blocked in front by Jors. To give some apologies, I had a wrong number. It was, in my head, I was thinking 26 for Mandan was Bryson, but Brody Skalski. My apologies to the Skalski family. I tell you what, I've been calling that kid the wrong name the whole night, but I got it squared away. Walking in and a waffle board save and another chance there by Abrahamson. Bennett Langgang steered a couple of those away. Now a shot blocked out in front. Minot's pressing the issue. Instead, the Braves come out with Matthew Hyder. His cross-ice pass to Renner intercepted and sent it right back into the Mandan zone. Finley Benson on the chase. Hulberg slams on the brakes, sends it over to Drinkson. And the D-mates play catch. Mandan almost turns it over. Sent right back in by Minot High. Glove down by Bentz, and a sharp angle shot, and Bennett Langgang closes the door. Let's get a Ryan Family Dealership replay of that one. As all of a sudden Bentz, puck on his stick in the corner. He meandered his way out, and next thing you know, you got a shot on net. Draw stalemated on the near side wall. There's Skalski. Gets it up ahead to Trinity Anderson. And Skalski couldn't toe the line, and he's offside. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. Try the Blue Buffalo or the plain cheese pizza at Planet Pizza. Your mouth and belly will thank you. Call them now at 852-1700. Planet Pizza, serving the Magic City for 25 years. Draw in the neutral zone, won by Mandan. Check that, one by Minot, almost taken away by Mandan. Tate Olson circling out to the line, one-timer. Bachmeyer, no wood on that. Sent across to Brady Langgang. He'll step to the line and send it right back in as Coleman lays some lumber on him. Loose puck, side of the net. Oh, you hear the boards popping all of a sudden.
Yeah.
They decide to start hitting here in the third period. Mandan a little loose with the puck. Somehow they get it back onto the stick of Jace Lemon. Check that, that's Cole Richardson, I beg your pardon. Bachmeyer sends it back deep off the stick of Brinks. Out to the line. Held in there by Coleman. Sticked away from the Magi. Rutlick gets it to Schmeichel from the dot. Fires, low, hard shot. Stick save for Langgang. Minot establishing some time in the Mandan zone. Now you get a scrum on that near side corner. Sharp angle shots. Bennett Langgang again. Shots are now doubled up. Minot has outshot Mandan 26-13. One play, one mistake.
That's all it's going to take.
One bounce.
That's right.
It's one of those kind of games. It's almost sudden eerily reminding me of the other one was some more high scoring, but the Legacy Mandan game we did early last year.
Yeah.
As it seemed like Legacy dominated the action. Next thing you know, it goes to overtime. One quick bounce, good move by Tate Olson, game winner. Mandan wins. Not saying that's going to happen tonight, but here comes Trinity Olson flying in with Skalski. Oh, tried to center it. That's good D play there by Radke. Mandan had a developing 2-on-1, but Jackson Radke, the junior D-man, tipped that away. Minot turns it at center. Tegan Strand carries in. Rolling puck settled down by Tate Olson. Off a skate, up off the wall. Strand tries to hold it in. And now you got Tate Olson working his way out. Olson, saucer pass to Hyder. Skipped over his stick. Renner in, and he loses the puck battle. Good work there again by Radke. Now Radke gives it over to Hyder. Hyder, backhand pass, gets it to Renner. Oh, what a move by George, I beg your pardon. And then he went high short side. Looking for that goal robber spot that we talked about earlier.
Yep.
George sent it over the net. And now you get one into the netting. And the break in the action tonight brought to you by Shields. Shields of Minot and Bismarck presents the Player of the Week. Head to the PSP Network social media platforms. Nominate a player for this week's Player of the Week contest. Shields of Minot and Bismarck. Proud to support the PSP's mission of promoting local athletes. Draw out at neutral ice. Won by Mandan. Brew, stick move, centers it. Jors wide. Richardson plays it behind his own net. That was a slippery little move there to get it out to center. Off of Bentz's stick. Laying the lumber there was Coleman. Mandan's Hyder has it. Turns it over to Abrahamson. Jersey will carry in. And a weak shot on nets. Covered up by Bennett Langang. Hey fans, tonight's game also brought to you by ServPro. 24/7 emergency service, trained technician, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup, and restoration. It's ServPro. 11:38 to play in the game. The way this one going, we might have like 3 overtimers, 0-0. You think?
I don't know if they can do that.
You're probably right. We get 1 overtime session, then it goes to a shootout. But,
I'm all for overtime, though.
If it was the WDA tournament, we could keep playing.
Yep.
Here we go. Mandan gives up the puck. Matson at the line. Tried to throw a low one on nets. Blocked up top. Now a stalemate in that wall in front of the Mandan bench. Thrown in deep by the Magi. Mandan off the wall and out to center. Hopped over Richardson's hands. Cole back to get it. And now Minot gets organized. Rutlick loses an edge. He's back on his skates. Bachmeyer to Drinkson. Looking for a quick pop out to Tate Olson. Instead, right back into the Mandan end. Off the stick of Skalski. Pass up to Morelli. Morelli gets it to Panasuk, looking for Strand. Thought that went in the Mandan bench, but apparently not. Hey, you know what? That's what I don't have on tonight. I don't have my glasses on. What the heck? Another sharp angle shot. Langang, it's loose behind the net. Side of the cage. Bodied up there is Brew. And back to the line. Lemon, redirected shot. Flies into the corner of the far wall. Back behind the net. Back on the near side. Panasuk misfires as he tried to get it out to Jace Lemon. Ostrom will have to come out of the net to play it. Over to Lemon. That usually makes grandmas and grandpas get antsy when the goalies come out of the net that far.
Yeah.
Back into the Minot zone. Mandan doesn't have any numbers, and here comes the Magi. Drinkson will turn it right back in on net. Ostrom steers that away. Held in by Parker Drinkson. And he'll throw it in deep. Hyder working on the forecheck. Abrahamson. Poked off his stick by Hyder. Ostrom leaves it for Lemon. Well, one of these teams looking for a bounce. Here's Jors, wheels it in front. The Magi have it. Abrahamson gets it up ahead. And here comes, arm in the air. And Minot High is going to go on the power play. It looked like it was, it was Strand. I was like, is that 22 or 23? I didn't even have Briggs Pickard on the card tonight, but it was Tegan Strand who got hauled down. Minot's on the power play, Mandan into the box. The Magi with their first power play of the night. Well, this is the time that you want to pounce, right, Lane?
Yeah, this is a big opportunity right here.
Morelli to Panasuk. Looks for a seam pass and taken away and sent down by the Braves. Mandan in the box. Couple minutes of a man advantage for the Magi. Abrahamson will walk it in. Morelli back to Abrahamson. Panasuk far wall. Minot gets organized. Up top, Morelli. Leaves it for Radke. Fires. Somebody got a piece of that and it went wide. Morelli to Radke. Radke, Panasuk. Cross ice, Morelli. Down deep, Abrahamson. Back to Morelli. Oh, and the pass tipped. Good stick there by Trinity Anderson. And Morelli right back in for the Magi. Tried to center it. Went right to the Mandan defense. Cleared down nicely there by Carson Jors. 50 seconds on the man advantage for Minot High. Deal sends it cross ice. Magi have it in deep. Braves just packing it into the house. Deal. Shot blocked. Renner got a piece of that. Now it's taken away. Nice play. Side of the net. Coming out is Strand. Goes cross ice to Radke. His shot tipped and blocked wide. Drinkson has a stick on it. Sends it over where Bentz will collect. Out to the line to Radke. Down to 5 on the power play. Radke's shot gloved by Langang. Oh, it went right through Langang's wickets. Now a shot. Oh, what a save. That might be the save of the night right there, folks.
Through traffic, too. It was a really good save.
Get a Ryan Family Dealership look at that one as came out to the line, and it was Aiden Deal that sent that baby on nets after Radke's shot had gotten redirected. And then Langang, like you said, the puck got blocked, and the next thing you know, it's on the stick of Deal right here. Look at all the traffic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys in front of Langang.
Yeah, it was a really good save.
Well, Mandan has killed off the 2-minute penalty. And now you're going to get an icing on the Magi. Brought to you tonight by Ryan Family Dealership. Commitment and respect to their customers as strong as it is today as it was 50 years ago. Experience the difference. You visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. Shop online at driveryan.com. Draw to the glove side of Ostrom. Brew holds it into Hyder. Wrap back to Panasuk. Easton, cross ice, off the stick of Mac Morelli. Back over to Morelli. Mac with a long distance shot. Langang has no problems with that one. Now getting a few more draws here. Not as much end-to-end action.
Yeah, I love watching the coaches. They're matching lines right now. It's a little bit of cat and mouse here.
Coleman and Olsen on the draw. Won by Mandan. Hulberg couldn't play it. Turned by Coleman. Now it comes out to Tate Olsen. Gets it over to Skalski. Skalski banged into by Richardson. And we get a hand pass?
Offsides.
Oh, offsides. BNC brings you our Scoreboard tonight, BNC National Bank, your life's busy. They make managing money easy. Locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online at bnc.bank. Finley Bentz charging in. Shot whistles wide. Skalski plays it out. Tate Olson motoring in. Olson motoring in. Backhand. Oh, and he got buried into the net. Good to see him get up. And a pass now. Looking for Abrahamson on the outlet. Pops out. I was almost looking for an arm in the air there on that charging to the net there by Tate Olson.
Yeah. I mean,
it's close.
It's good hard play.
Yeah. Probably good hard play both ways.
Yeah.
And with 5 minutes left in the game, I mean, it's probably no autopsy, no penalty right now.
Yeah, hopefully that's the case. Hopefully.
some cheapie? Yeah. Minot with a shot advantage, 30-16 here in the contest, but nobody has put one in the back of the net yet. And here comes Tegan Strand. He's got Morelli and Panasuk with him, and again, offside. Reminder after the game, stay tuned. We'll have our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame show. Shots Crossroads, your postgame headquarters. You can order online at shotscrossroads.com, and planning team financial advisors, helping clients work towards financial freedom. Thinking back to Herb Brooks now and Miracle on Ice. Are you shortening the shifts now? Or is that any of the mindset or any of that as a coach as you get late in these games that have been close and hard fought like this?
Yeah, I think it's more so just knowing if you're late in a shift, you got to get a puck deep and get a change.
Yep. Langang out of the cage to play it. Hops over the stick of Renner. Also hopped over the stick of Radke. Minot has it. Played over to Morelli. Twisting shot in front. Stick save for Langang. Out to Deal. Low shot. Tip redirected. Oh, just wide. Ho ho. Those are the most dangerous ones. You said early, Coach Sedevy.
I think he got a piece of it actually too.
You think Langang got a piece of it?
I do. I think he got it with his toe.
Well, we get a break in the action. We're going to bring you a Ryan Family Dealership with that one. That's as close as anything has come to crossing the line tonight. Hyder loses the stick on it. Panasuk steals it away. Panasuk will come in. Mandan caught on a change. Panasuk fakes the shot, tries to drop it. Now he turns, spins it right back into the zone. Taken away by Langang, and here comes Tate Olson. Olson wheeling in, high shot, score! Tate Olson has given the Mandan Braves a lead. It was from distance. It looked innocent enough. It was in the eyeballs of Blaze Ostrom, but nonetheless, it found the back of the net. It's a Ryan Family Dealership replay. You had Panasuk coming in, and the next thing you know, it's a turnover at the blue line. Pops onto the stick of Tate Olson, and here he comes. Olson from Hulberg, and a late goal has given the Mandan Braves a 1-zip lead. Tate Olson with his 5th goal of the season, his 12th points. Caleb Hulberg with his 3rd assist of the season. Well, you thought Mandan was packing it in the whole game?
Well, I mean, that's the feel of this period, too. I mean, how long it feels like it's been a while since it's been down in Minot's end. And, you know, it's tough as a goaltender. You fall asleep a little bit, lose focus. Next thing you know, things ends up back behind you.
Oh, now Mandan's going into the box again. Going to get a trip. I think that's going to be Matthew Hyder. Boy, if there was...
Yeah, I mean, I think this is... You don't want to say this is the game, but it's definitely... a big pivotal point.
Matthew Hyder off. 2 minutes for tripping. And that will lead us into a Ryan Family Dealership timeout. I'm assuming this was Minot.
It was, yep.
Yep, okay, thank you. As we're going to take a look again at that Tate Olson goal. It's a longish replay here, folks, but you had Panasuk in here. It looked like he, faking a shot, seeing if he can make a move. Good D play by Mandan. And then all of a sudden it's a bouncing puck, and there it's on the stick of Tate Olson. He carries it in, and from outside the circle, it might have been a little
traffic.
A little traffic in front there. The D-man for Minot High might have obstructed the vision of Blaze Ostrom because they're right up in his helmet almost.
Yep.
Found the back of the net. Mandan leads 1-0, but now the Magi, boy, you couldn't gift wrap a better opportunity than this. 3:38 to play in the game, and the Magi call timeout, and they will have their man advantage and their power play unit out there for the next two. If this was a situation, if you were down 2, would you pull the goalie right now?
I mean, I would. Depends on how aggressive you want to be. I mean, you could pull him right now too.
Yeah.
I mean,
a 1-goal game. I mean,
you're going to trust your guys at least for the first minute.
Yeah. Draw one by Minot. Radke to Morelli. Panasuk from the far wing. Up top, Morelli. Now Radke. Radke looks to seam it to Panasuk. Shot by Morelli is blocked. And it's out of the zone. Anderson got a good chunk of that one. Minot has to tag up. Anderson comes off. Minot can't establish possession, and it's wrapped down there by Mason Brew. Now hustling in his Jors. Looking for a shorthanded opportunity, or maybe even better yet, kill some time. A little mini forecheck there for the Mandan Braves. Morelli wheels in. Mack driving to the net. Wrap around, score! Mack Morelli. That's as pretty as a goal you'll see right there. Wheeled around the back of the net, slam it in the back door, and we're tied at 1. Ryan Family Dealership replay. Hey, this puck is on Morelli's stick for 3/4 of the sheet of the ice. Thought about stuffing it in on the strong side, wraps it all the way around and beats Bennett Langang. Unassisted goal for Morelli. And for Mack, that's his 17th goal of the season and his 30th point. Oh, now you almost had Jersey Abrahamson behind the defense. Minot looks to center it. The Magi are buzzing. That puck was loose in the slot. Minot has the puck on their stick. Mandan misfires on an outlet. Sent right back in by the Magi. Coleman bangs into the Mandan defense. Held to the line by Richardson. He'll step in, shoot, redirect shot, rebound. Abrahamson, score! Back-to-back tallies for the Magi. Well, it wasn't the first one that got Bennett Langang, but the rebound putback is in the back of the net. Shot by Richardson, got all the way to Langang, and there's Abrahamson sending it in. I don't think there was another touch after Abrahamson. We'll get the official report here. .205 to play in the game. Wow, how the tides have turned. Abrahamson. Abrahamson gets the goal. Richardson with the assist at the .205 mark. Well, now Mandan went from nursing a 1-goal lead to being down by 1. Braves had it at the side of the Magi net. Tate Olson crashing in. Morelli comes out of there for Minot. Now back in front of the net. Skalski looking to center it to Tate Olson. Knocked to the side. Out front. Shot. Score! Trinity Anderson! Welcome back!
We've had 4 goals in
like
3 minutes. Yeah.
Ryan Family Dealership replay. Mandan had some action behind the net. There you see Trinity Olsen right out front onto his stick. Bam! Quick wrister beats Blaze Ostrom, and we are tied at 2. How about that? Yeah, we couldn't find a goal for 50 minutes.
I know.
Trinity Anderson with his first goal of the season, his first game of the season. Tate Olsen on the assist. At the 1:19 mark now, Mandan's going to burn their timeout. Oh, it will. I mean, we had, I'm doing the math, 34. We had about almost 50 minutes.
Yeah.
About 48 minutes of ice time, not a goal, and now we've had 4 in the last 2 minutes and change.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it happens sometimes. I mean, it's
that's hockey, right?
Seems like you're not going to get one by a guy, and next thing you know, everything starts going in.
Well, back to a stalemate. Shots 31 for Minot. Check that, 35 for Minot, 18 for Mandan. 1:19 left to settle this one. Puck drifts into the Mandan end. Now at the side of the cage, Langan. Well, it's right in front of the Mandan student section, right in front of the Mandan faithful, and that puck starts drifting towards the net. Everybody jumped out of their seats. Now these draws become big. One by Minot. Richardson threw it into Bentz. Now it's sent in deep by the Magi. Coleman Abrahamson in to chase it down. Couldn't do it. Skalski couldn't get it out of the zone. Drankson back over to the vicinity of Skalski. Richardson pinching in. Mandan will get it out. And now here comes Anderson and Skalski. Anderson will fire, score! You've got to be kidding me! Ryan Family Dealership replay. Looked like Mandan was going to extend some zone time here. Next thing you know, it pops out. And now Mandan has got a developing 2-on-1, but instead Trinity Anderson just goes low side and beats Blaze Ostrom for the lead. What is going on? Back-to-back tallies by Trinity Anderson has given the Braves a lead. 44 seconds to play.
6 on 5.
Net is empty for the Magi. 6 on 5. Far side post up, shoot. Langang had a save, it's loose. Minot with a golden opportunity. Now Mandan just trying to kill some time. Minot holding the line. Morelli lost a stick. They give him a new wand. Sent across the ice. Panasuk plays it out to Radke. His shot tipped high behind the net. Loose. Down to 7 seconds. Shot by Deal. Ushered to the corner. Down to 3. Down to 2. It's tied up. That's the game. How do you put those last 4 minutes into words?
That was fun. I mean, the first 50, it's not like it wasn't good, but the last 3-4 minutes, man.
That was
I want to know if he made that save. That from our angle, I thought it was a perfect look. Guy on the backside looked wide open.
That was something else. Hope you enjoyed that on the PSP Network tonight. A thriller from the Starion Sports Complex. I'll put a bow on this one. We'll come back with our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show. Final score in your BNC National Bank scoreboard. Mandan gets 2 late ones from Trinity Anderson. And they win this one 3-2 over the Minot Magicians. Post-game comes up next here on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finrun Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-Store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Drop it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold. Trusted for decades and decades to come.
Wondering whether you need wealth management? Wealth management is a multifaceted offering that should provide opportunities for growth and security. At BNC National Bank, we pride ourselves on putting your priorities first and providing practical, objective financial advice. Our team can help you assess your goals and take stock of your assets to determine whether wealth management is right for you. Speak to a member of our team today to learn more.
Thanks for sticking with us as we had a few things to get corralled there. A lot of stuff that we want to recap here, as that was a frenetic final 4 minutes. It's our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial planner or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors here to help you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online at planningteam.com. And Shots Crossroads, get filled up in our delicious menu that includes the famous 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. Well, we got highlights, we got the stats, we got the MVP, we got the move of the game to come. But first, Lane, just a thought or two. I mean, how did the script of that thing switch about 4 times in the final 4 minutes as it just got nuts? Yeah, I mean,
it's crazy how fast things can change and momentum, and you watch. You watch Mandan get the lead, and you watch their bench, and then they take a penalty, and then Morelli ties it up, and then looks like they're deflated. Abrahamson gives them a 2-1 lead, and Minot's going nuts on their bench on the road. They did exactly what they needed to late in the game, and next thing you know, it's 3-2, and the Mandan faithful was rocking and rolling here. It was entertaining. That's for sure. The first 50 it wasn't bad, but the last 4 minutes she was the perfect storm.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed that. That was good stuff right there. As mentioned, a lot of things to get to here. First, it's the numbers brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. Mandan down 2-1 late, and they scored 2 unanswered. Trinity Anderson has them both, as Minot outshoots the Magi outshoot the Braves tonight 35-20. Langang with 33 saves, Blaze Ostrom 17 saves on the night. Mandan 0 for 2 on the power play. Minot cashed in 1 time on the man advantage. There's your numbers brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. All right, a couple highlights here, as always, brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership on our postgame. And you're going to see a few goals here that changed the complex of the game. Here's the first goal of the evening. You had Panasuk entering the zone, and the next thing you know, this is kind of the story for a lot of the Mandan goals tonight. They just get a little bit of a breakout, get a little advantage, and that was a nice shot there by Tate Olson to find the back of the net.
Yeah, and I think the thing is here, too, Panasuk gets it deep here, but he's actually the guy playing D.
Yeah.
And I think that's maybe something, he's obviously, maybe there was traffic, I think he was going to go for a change, and then it came back down the other way. So, that's why you shoot the puck.
Yeah, exactly. Well, then Minot, they turn around, tied right back up, as this is a nifty goal. You see Mac Morelli find the twine as carries it all the way in, unassisted goal for Mac. Made that baby 1-1. And there's your post-game highlights brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. And then, Jersey Abrahamson, just a few seconds later, gives Minot a lead, and then all hell break loose, right? I mean, if you're a Mandan fan, if you're a Minot fan, excuse my French, but yeah, that was entertaining. Let's get to both of those. First, Lane, it's our MVP of the game tonight. This was pretty easy, right? I mean, if you haven't played the entire season and you come out and get 2 goals, including the game winner, I guess Trinity Anderson's a pretty good choice for our MVP of the contest. And here was the one that tied the game. After Abrahamson's goal, there's Anderson lurking in the slot, and you put it on his stick by Tate Olson, and Trinity Anderson made no mistake.
Yeah, I mean, just nice play. I mean, it's, kind of stuck with it here and really in the soft area in the slot when nobody's no coverage. And as fast as it changed, it was back 2-2.
Trinity Anderson is your MVP of the contest tonight. Brought to you by Sport Clips. They make you feel your best. Trinity Anderson, the junior for the Braves. Sport Clips keeps you looking your best. Check in online with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com. Quick look at our upcoming schedule on the PSP Network. Tomorrow night, you got girls and boys basketball doubleheader from Carlgard Gymnasium at Bismarck High School. Minot in town to take on the Bismarck Demons. Catch it all on the PSP Network. All right, Lane, second to last thing for us. Reminder, the WDA hockey tournament on the air February 15th, 16th, and 17th. If the games are even remotely close as they were as good tonight, you're going to be in for a treat at the WDA tournament coming up here in about a month. And last but not least, it's our Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game. They keep you Jobbers will help you move across town or across the country. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. And, hey, game winner is always the MVP, right? Or, excuse me, the move of the game.
Yeah, I mean, he was good. I think he's the difference, Todd. I mean, we just called Mandan here, 3 days ago. And I think the addition of Trinity Anderson with Skalski and Tate Olson gives them a solid 2 lines, and I think you could see that. To me, that was, I know he obviously kind of stole the show here late in this one, but, you had mentioned it that he just came back in his first game and didn't know how much ice he would get, and he's seen a ton of ice. Had a big block on the PK before, before Minot tied it, but, man, he played a lot of minutes for his first game back.
About a minute and change left. We had 5 goals in a matter of about 3 minutes. Lead changed hands twice, and there's your move of the game winner by the junior Trinity Anderson tonight. Oh, that was fun. I don't know if we should even take a paycheck for that one.
That's why it's always. That's why you play the game. You never know, and I don't know. Like I said, I'm biased, but I think it's the best game there is.
Absolutely, especially when you get one.
Way better than basketball. That reminds me of Reggie Miller hitting 3 threes in about, 7 seconds back in the day?
Yeah. Yep, to take out the it was the Knicks. I think it was the Knicks, Pacers. Yeah, exactly. Spike Lee was having a heart attack. All right, that'll do it for us, fans. Hope you enjoyed it tonight. Big thanks to all of our in-game sponsors, including our scoreboard, brought to you by BNC National Bank. Pregame, as always, brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Timeout sponsor and your replay sponsor is Ryan Family Dealership. ServPro brings you tonight's game, along with our halftime sponsor and intermission sponsor throughout the season on the PSP Network. That's Magic Towing. Postgame brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads. Player of the game tonight was Trinity Anderson, and that's brought to you by Sport Clips, and your move of the game tonight, the game winner for Anderson as well. That's brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Man, that was fun. Great job by our production team tonight. I call him a team, but he's just a man of one. John Haugen producing and running the cameras for us tonight. For my partner tonight, Lane Sedevy, Todd Domrey's repeating your final score. Mandan, in a thriller, wins this one 3-2 over the Minot Magicians. And until next time, so long from the Starion Sports Complex in Mandan.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.